Okay, hear me out on this. This is a pork and potato white pizza, and I think it's gonna be really, really good. I used some thinly sliced potatoes, some shredded pork shoulder that I just had in the freezer from a previous meal, mozzarella cheese, feta cheese, and some homemade pizza dough. Let me show you how I made this. I started this whole process this morning by throwing together some pizza dough. I used this recipe from the New York Times, and I just followed the amounts, and then I didn't really follow the rest of the directions, so I kind of just went on vibe. I mixed all that up together, and then I covered it in a towel and let it sit on my stove. The stove was off, and just let it rise. I punched it down a few times throughout the day and gave it a few folds. Then I gave it one final punch down right when I was ready to cook. I divided the dough into two because I was making this pizza for me and then a classic margarita-ish style pizza for my husband. I coated both pans in a little bit of olive oil before throwing the dough down, and then I let the dough rest for another 15 minutes or so in the oven with the oven off but the light on, just to kind of let it relax into the shape of the pan a little bit more. I started by seasoning the dough with just a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and then I threw on some mozzarella cheese, some shredded Mexican cheese, and then some feta cheese. Then I had some super thinly sliced baby potatoes. I think thinly sliced potatoes are such an elite pizza topping because they get a little crispy around the edge, but the inside is still nice and soft. I spread those out over the entire pizza, and then I pulled out some shredded pork. I plopped that all around the pizza, and then I threw it in a 450-degree oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I pulled it out of the oven and finished it with all of my fresh herbs. And this is what we were left with: a super crispy, fluffy, delicious pizza crust with some super tender shredded pork, crispy potatoes, herbs on top really bring it together, the creamy mozzarella with the salty feta. It's all amazing. That is it. You should make this.